Ana de Smart Mind é uma escola canadense que oferece cursos de inglês, francês e imigração. Os vídeos estão em inglês ou francês para você se acostumar com a pronúncia. Os professores que sabem português vão te ajudar. Aqui, você vai ver um texto, uma regra gramatical e um exercício. Vamos embora.
Do you want to increase your chances in Canada? Do you want to improve your English, or French, or your chances to get a job opportunity in the Canadian job market? You came to the right place. We have videos for your English, French and your job searching in Canada. But before all of this, please hit the subscribe button and the like and bell icons. Then you can have more examples of several accents like American, British, French and especially Canadian. You will get examples and exercises to prepare yourself for the international exams required to immigrate to Canada. You will have templates and tips for your job searching. By taking all this, you will increase your chances to settle in Canada. Check our website link in the description below this video to have more materials. You will have these videos in a partnership with Canada Smart Mind. You are going to see here 1. A text to improve your pronunciation. 2. A grammar explanation to know how to say your things. 3. An exercise to consolidate your knowledge. You will learn how to speak and listen to English and French. Here you could improve your skills to listen, read, write, and speak in order to get a higher score on international tests, to improve your career abilities, and to immigrate to Canada or any other English or French-speaking country. Pay close attention to this video to find out how. 1. Text, script, and the audio file.
Olympic skiers have said they are worried about competing safely at the 2022 Winter Olympics in Beijing next month because there will be little natural snow. The athletes say snow made by machines is not as safe as snow that falls naturally. Some of the world's best skiers in events that include cross-country skiing say snow made with machines is not as soft as natural snow. Cross-country skiing takes place on both flat and downhill surfaces. The skiers say snow made by a machine gets icy, which makes for faster races, but it also leads to high-speed crashes. Observers say climate change is making natural snow less available around the world. So people who organize ski races depend on snowmaking machines. This is the case even in parts of the world that are cold during the winter months. That is because snow does not fall as often as it once did in many places. Organizers put snow machines along race courses before events to create a path for the skiers along hills and through forests. Johanna Taliharm is an Olympic athlete from Estonia in the biathlon, an event that combines shooting and skiing. She said it hurts more if skiers fall in an area where there is no snow. Chris Grover is the leader of the cross-country ski team for the U.S. He said, "The machine-made snow is rock hard, so when a skier falls, it can feel like hitting a hard surface." Gus Schumacher is an American cross-country skier. He said, at an event in France, some skiers slipped in the corners because the man-made snow did not stay together like natural snow. He called it super unforgiving. John Alberg is a former Olympic skier who now designs race courses. He said, cross-country ski races now have more athletes on the course at one time. He said, now the corners need to be wider to fit more skiers. Jesse Diggins is a U.S. team member. He said, the skiers can reach speeds close to 80 kilometers per hour in the downhill parts of the race. He called it scary to reach such high speeds when there is not much snow outside of the racing area. He said he thinks the sport is more dangerous now than in the past. The Associated Press asked FIS, the organization that runs ski racing around the world, if it had information about crashes in cross-country races. FIS said it did have information about crashes, but would not make it public at this time. The group did not answer questions about man-made snow. Jim Steenberg is a professor of atmospheric sciences at the University of Utah. He said, "The reason races that use man-made snow are different is that snow made by machines isn't really snow at all." He explained that the machines force water through small holes. The water turns into droplets that freeze. However, he said, the structure of natural snow is very different. The machines that make snow are the same for cross-country and downhill races, Steenberg said. The downhill racers like the man-made snow. He noted that natural snow is sometimes cleared from the downhill race courses so the surface can be harder and faster. But he said, cross-country skiing is different. Andrew Young is a cross-country skier from Great Britain. He crashed at an event last year and broke his leg. He was not able to recover in time to compete at the 2021 World Championships. He said, climate change has changed the sport, but there are other reasons why it is more dangerous. He said the paths the racers take were changed so that television cameras and fans can see them more easily. As a result, he said, there are shorter circles, more corners, and more crashes. Some racing areas now need less space to put on cross-country events. For example, in 2002 at the Winter Olympics in Utah, there were 17 kilometers of racing paths. In future Winter Olympics, the paths will only total 11 or 12 kilometers. Young said race courses are built with just a ribbon of artificial snow. He added that if there is a crash, the results of exiting the track become actually quite serious. I'm Dan Friedel.
Agora você tem o texto. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
Now that you have an example of pronunciation, let's go ahead. I wish I could say some nice words and cool you down, but here is the thing. You have to go deep into your practice to develop your skills to talk. Now that you have this video, smash the subscribe button and the like and bell icons to get all the videos from us and share them with your friends. We post the videos every week. Check our website to enroll in our programs. In the description you have the link. For US $9.80 by month of a recurring payment, you will have all this. You can quit anytime, no cost. Also, we teach you how to get a job in Canada. The good news is that you can have all these videos for free if you hit the subscribe button and the like and bell icons. We wish to be your partner on your journey. Now, you will have this, too. Grammar explanation, grammar rule explanation. Can, could, be able to. Can and could are modal auxiliary verbs. Be able to is not an auxiliary verb. It uses the verb be as a main verb. We include be able to here for convenience. In this lesson we look at can, could and be able to, followed by a quiz to check your understanding. Can is an auxiliary verb, a modal auxiliary verb. We use can to talk about possibility and ability, make requests, ask for or give permission. Structure of can. The basic structure for can is subject plus auxiliary verb, can plus main verb. The main verb is always the bare infinitive, infinitive without to. Subject auxiliary verb, can main verb, plus I can play tennis, he cannot play tennis, can't, can you play tennis? Notice that can is invariable, there is only one form can. The main verb is always the bare infinitive. The main verb is always the bare infinitive, infinitive without to. We cannot say I can't to play tennis. Use of can for possibility and ability. We use can to talk about what is possible, what we are able, or free to. Dash can drive a car. John can't speak Spanish. I cannot hear you, I can't hear you. Can you hear me? Normally, we use can for the present, but it is possible to use can when we make present decisions about future ability. Can you help me with my homework? Present, sorry, I'm busy today, but I can help you tomorrow. Future, can games for present ability, can for requests and orders. We often use can in a question to ask somebody to do something. This is not a real question. We do not really want to know if the person is able to do something. We want them to do it. The use of can in this way is informal, mainly between friends and family. Can you make a cup of coffee please? Can you put the TV on? Can you come here a minute? Can you be quiet? Can for permission. We sometimes use can to ask or give permission for something. Can I smoke in this room? You can't smoke here, but you can smoke in the garden. Note that we also use could, may, might for permission. The use of can for permission is informal. Can, could, may games for present permission. Could is an auxiliary verb, a modal auxiliary verb. We use could to talk about past possibility or ability. Make requests. Structure of could, subject plus auxiliary verb. Could plus main verb. The main verb is always the bare infinitive, infinitive without to. Subject auxiliary verb, could main verb, plus my grandmother could swim, she could not walk. Couldn't. Could your grandmother swim? Notice that could is invariable. There is only one form could. The main verb is always the bare infinitive. The main verb is always the bare infinitive. Infinitive without to. We cannot say I could to play tennis. Use of could for past possibility or ability. We use could to talk about what was possible in the past, what we were able or free to do. Could swim when I was 5 years old. My grandmother could speak 7 languages. When we arrived home, we could not open the door. Couldn't open the door. Could you understand what he was saying? We use I, positive, and couldn't, negative, for general ability in the past, but when we talk about one special occasion in the past, we use be able to, positive, and couldn't, negative. Look at these examples: past, general, specific occasion. Plus my grandmother could speak Spanish. A man fell into the river yesterday. The police were able to save him. My grandmother couldn't speak Spanish. A man fell into the river yesterday. The police couldn't save him. Could games for past ability. Could for requests. We often use could in a question to ask somebody to do something. The use of could in this way is fairly polite. Formal: could you tell me where the bank is please? Could you send me a catalog please? Be able to. Although we look at be able to here, it is not a modal verb, it is simply the verb be plus an adjective, able, followed by the infinitive. We look at be able to here because we sometimes use it instead of can and could. We use be able to talk about ability. Structure of be able to. The basic structure for be able to is subject plus be plus able plus to infinitive, subject main verb, be adjective, able to infinitive, plus I am able to drive, she is not able to drive, isn't, are you able to drive? Notice that be able to is possible in all tenses. For example, was able to drive, I will be able to drive, I have been able to drive. Notice too that be able to has an infinitive form. We would like to be able to speak Chinese. Use of be able to. Be able to is not a modal auxiliary verb. We include it here for convenience because it is often used like can and could, which are modal auxiliary verbs. Be able to for ability. We use be able to express ability. Able is an adjective meaning having the power, skill, or means to do something. If we say I am able to swim, it is like saying I can swim. We sometimes use be able to instead of can or could for ability. Be able to is possible in all tenses, but can is possible only in the present, and could is possible only in the past for ability. In addition, can and could have no infinitive form, so we use be able to when we want to use other tenses or the infinitive. Look at these examples. Have been able to swim since I was 5, present perfect. You will be able to speak perfect English very soon, future simple. I would like to be able to fly an airplane, infinitive.
Agora você tem a regra gramatical. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
Remember to go to the description and check the links for Canadian companies searching for employees outside of Canada. Also, you have a link to contact us. Since you can only count on yourself, make your subscription and hit the like and bell icons to receive our latest videos. 3. Exercise explanation.
With modal verbs, can, could, be able to. 1. He understand what you were talking about. Could, cans, cold it. 2. My sister play tennis now. Can 2. Can, will can. 3. I walk when I was less than a year old. Can, could, have can. 4. Polite, you tell me what time it is please. Could, can, will. 5. My grandfather walked without any help last night. Can, could, was able to. 6. I would like to play the piano. Can, could, be able to. 7. How long have you drive? Can, cold it, been able to. 8. I'll help you later. Can, could, be able to. 9. Can you help me? I never understand this. Can, cannot, am able to. 10. Will people live forever one day? Could be able to. Could be able to answers. 1. Could, 2. Can, 3. Could, 4. Could, 5. Was able to. 6. Be able to. 7. Been able to. 8. Be able to. 9. Can, 10. Be able to.
Agora você tem o exercício. Lembre-se de entrar em contato. Na descrição você tem o nosso contato.
In the description you have our contacts to know more about the remote programs and materials that you can have. Tell us your questions and pretty soon you will see what we have to say. We would love to read your comments about this video to answer what you like and what we can do to better help you. Thank you for watching this video and be sure that we will be with you on this journey to turn your dreams into reality. Keep up there and write your story. I'll see you at the next one. Bye for now.